Hey now, it's Heather. I just wanted to pop on today and say hi and maybe just talk to you a little bit today about what else? Well, about cake. So, I have my notes here, yes. I wanted to talk about how magicians of old were told to be able to transmute like lead into gold, right? Worthless and mundane into priceless. And indeed, this is the way of the artist, I feel, maybe just another name for a magician, who are able, in those said same old times and even now, to be able to magically produce intricate, amazing decorations on mundane objects, elevating them from everyday things, right, that you needed to treasure in one fabulous magical spell. Funny enough, people started to notice that such imbued items passed that special feeling on to the dreary, mundane task that they were meant to perform. No longer was it just a container for your night potties. It was a pretty decorated container that brought you some small spark of joy in the midst of a nasty reality. Art is joy brought to reality. Fast forward to where everything is decorated. Everything is at maximum levels of sensation, especially our food. And food is such a simple, such a sometimes a nasty thing, but it's such a beautiful concept in the first place, that simple sustenance, the act of sustaining yourself, has a range of experience. That in itself is amazing, right? Sensations just in sustaining yourself. It's simple, yet it's profound, and it has a lot of permutations. If we add this to the concept of art and of decorating the mundane, we elevate taste dimension to yet another, and the possibilities they become infinite. Really, it's a natural outgrowth to play with our food, even if it's just as babies. It's actually a form of helpless, abject, heartfelt gratitude experienced over time, right? First you want to play with it, and then you want to taste it. Makes a lot of sense. Some of us just never grow past the baby with the mashed potatoes phase. And in fact, there's a whole section to be addressed here about the tactile information and sensations that can be processed just in playing with cake and buttercream and fondant and chocolate. References to food art abound through history, right? From your aunt's hot dog and spaghettio platter to the sugared figs found in the tombs of Egypt, right? I really, really loved the mockumentary scene at the beginning, Cook-Off 2017, Melissa McCarthy, where they have all of the different kinds of platter food art that people came up with. Some of them look really nasty, which is really, honestly, the best part. I love that movie in general. It's all about food art and what I'm talking about. I think we can agree. Cake is special. Sure, you eat cake and cake-like substances all the time, and really, there's no reason to have to celebrate or remember each and every cake you ate. I mean, God is forbid. That would be horrible. But we can agree, cake is served on special occasions because it's special. Before industrialization, making a cake was some serious mojo. It would take hours of some poor girl, scullery maid, whipping the butter, senseless, to the point that it takes my mixer 5 minutes to get it there. And really taking nothing away from that gal, it still takes serious mojo, even if it's just a box mix. Baking is applied science, also known as magic. And cake making is simply a refinement of the labor and the materials involved. Cake is flour, sugar, butter, and magic applied in a way that makes it inarguably special. Heck, you need further proof? We have cake at special occasions. Food, yes, but cake. Wedding cakes, birthday cakes, graduation cakes, anniversary cakes. You get the idea. And some of these events are just a little bit special. Just special enough for a cake. Nothing fancy, you think. Just something simple and pretty. There's really no shame in this at all. And there are many inexpensive and tasty cakes right down at the local grocery store. No planning needed. Choose and eat. But did you pay even just a small amount to have aesthetic, artistic value added to that cake? And did the decorative value add at all to the flavor of that cake? If it didn't, right, of course not, did it add overall experience at all? Did you maybe get a little bit excited to cut into this beautiful thing and see if it tastes as good as it looks? If you didn't, then please turn in your human being card now and hold up for a second while we fire the marketing department. Because we all do. That's the whole point of it. Otherwise, there would not be decorated cakes in bakeries since the beginning of bakeries. Okay. Food plus art equals synergy, which is more than the sum of its parts. So now we move into extreme cakes. Sure, we get the grocery store cake, but we could never cut into, it's a piece of work of art like that. It's almost like they're saying that they're not that special. And agreed, some events simply aren't that special. But most events don't have a live band, a photo booth, a one-use dress, or any of these other things that people use to remember such events. So, close your eyes and think back to your wedding. You remember your guests, your flowers. What about your cake? Now, think back to being a kid. Was there a birthday? And maybe a birthday cake? Maybe not even your birthday, but somebody's birthday, now sealed sweetly into your forever memory, a sugary, sweet, rainbow-tinted delight made just for that day and nothing else? Beautiful. Yes, someone's sweat, tears, possibly blood, but most certainly irreplaceable hours of life, irretrievable heartbeats of someone's span, given to a spell, a worthy spell, one that will last through the dust of memories with sharp sugar and the delight of both anticipation and fulfillment wrapped deliciously into deceptively simple tools of sugar, butter, eggs, flour, and magic. Next up, yes, I hope to try to keep doing these with y'all. I got some thoughts to share with you. Let's talk about, we get why cake is special, Heather, okay? But why? If cake is food art sensation squared. Sculpted cakes are food art sensation